Hi, GC News. Mima Obibia Akwaba had the latest and hot news in Kwanamide. Bremo Anuti, so we can subscribe to the channel now. Let's just say over subscribe. What do you say over click the subscribe button? Now, what barely notification. Or you say new video be uploaded also what's ever can be. I feel we are now like video. Give us a thumbs up. Nafi share my offer for so now when you be now warhead. I feel you mbura seminar. Mati upoku prempe Napo ne hunse seme beto bia wode apology ebeto abontin eno na manim ni lawyer Mati bebu ede ensemo to bia warrior tia woto bi mane Napo what they say Napo asem no kan no unya no ho ti apology no de beto abontin no te say fake te say Napo unya no say asem no kra de na gufu kra say o kan asem no ade chi no western ho ba bi western radio ho ba bi o say si bi su pizza asem no kan no kwetrudo na woka na say nipa o kan asem no say unya no bia na say apology de beto dem na fake Mati bebu de ensem do na ra na tuga yes breno nti lawyer Mati bebu ni some of the tuga efa Mati bebu prepare apology a wode ebeto abontin no nti nsem no.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Napo. Yes, Napo son. Remember last week I said it. He who the gods want to kill, they first make mad. Listen, there is not a scintilla of remorse in that so-called apology. There is no remorse. There is no remorse because
sincere apology.
Oh no. Far from it. It is anything but sincere. And you know it too well, Mr. Okansi. Let's not, you see, that's why, it's because we like playing ostrich and not wanting to offend people. That's why this country is where it is. We see big people doing all the obviously wrong things. You talk and then they say, oh, wakasa kakre jai. This thing Napo is done. Do you know that after the statement at this in the park, okay, where Otunfo received them, and I've been wondering, well, I don't know the propriety of that reception anyway, but I will leave that for another day.
Yes.
You know? After saying all those things about Kwame Nkrumah, do you know that the next day he was in Wasa Ekropong, as a western, former western region, is it now western north?
Western north. That's actually western north.
Wasa Ekropong, and he said it, he repeated it, and said that Ghanaians like lies. When you tell lies, Ghanaians clap for you. When you say the truth, nobody wants to hear.
No, when you say the truth, you are described as arrogant.
You are described as arrogant. But when you lie, then we clap. We clap. That is what Napo said. Is such a man contrite? Is such a man remorseful? No, not in the least. Especially, no. I told you last week, Mr. Okansi, that where I got that feeling clearly that Napo is not fit for this position as the way he reacted to the Doomsaw comment. He had said there was no Doomsaw and that the journalist who was asking for one was wishing evil on this nation. And you could see that the whole nation were angry. So even assuming we're all fools, sometimes you should know that but if you are leading, you are too far ahead of us, the rest of us are fools. It tells you that maybe you need to pause and see how to engage with us. So at least he could have brought an apology on that occasion. He never did. It's not over 3 months now. It's not over 3 months now. That was when I knew that this guy, no. He will never be fit for this office. And John Boedu at a point came out to say that Napo was not even in the race. Matthew Opoku Prempeh was no longer in the race for vice president, that position. So I'm shocked that they went round and then came back with the same candidate. Well, we'll beat him well in December at the polls. Then they will get the message. Because such arrogance, I mean, come on, he is not remorseful. Anybody who tells you that he is remorseful is misleading you. That apology is fake. It's not coming from a contrite heart. It's fake.
You don't put premium on it.
No, to the highest degree. Yesterday I was on social media. I wrote it there that Napo's apology is fake. And it's very clear. As long as he never addressed the Doomsaw comment, that was his make or break this moment. The Doomsaw comment. People were so angry. And that thing stretched over months. And he chose not to apologize. Went back to parliament and even said it is doomsday. He was defiant, very defiant, like the way Joe Biden is being defiant when it's very clear that he should quit the presidential race, right? You see that thing. So this Napoleon,
Right.
When you square it, last comment, when you square it with the prescriptions of Plato and the Republic, you know, Plato and Socrates, that book, they talk about qualities of a leader, right? Qualities. Amongst them, here I'm looking at the illiberality. He shouldn't be that mean. From what Napo is done so far, you see that this is quite a mean candidate, very mean. You make comments that have hurt people, that have, you know, embarrassed us as a nation. We appeal, and he would not respond. He would not apologize for that doomsday comment. Then now that he's seen that the cup is full with his Kwame Nkrumah comment, he seeks to apologize for that one. It's not sufficient. No. Let's remember that Plato's book was written about 2,000 years before Jesus Christ was born. You will never miss it. The qualities of a good leader. Talking about the philosopher king. The philosopher king. One of them, he shouldn't have illiberality, such meanness. He should not be mean to human souls. He should not be mean. I'm sure we've endured enough meanness from Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. Professor Agyapong mentioned the hardship. You see, we've been talking about prices of tomatoes for 4 continuous weeks now. Okay. We've suffered enough meanness under Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, who promised to diversify the economy, but ended up doing next to nothing about it. And you want to give us another mean candidate? Sorry.
Okay. Well, Professor Agyapong.
Well, I would let me say something briefly by first. No, I'll talk about Napo briefly. But first of all, I want to find out whether President Akufo-Addo is aware of this land grabbing spree that is going on. And if he's not aware, if he's not aware, because I mean, despite everything, despite everything, I still do not think that such a person like President Akufo-Addo should be aware of this effort at virtually selling the whole of the country to appointees or people belonging to the MPP, and then people fronting for them to themselves, and then he would be quiet. So I'm wondering whether he's
beyond MPP. He stretches back.
Well,
to all the
but the other bit is also that I want to say, you see, whilst we're saying this, some people have said that, but the NDC did same.
Yeah, but we shouldn't equalize.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That let us as a people learn to copy from best practices. Okay. It was because of some of these things that they were doing that we didn't like, and we voted against them. We all go to church. Most of us go to church. 3 John chapter 1, verse 11a. 3 John chapter 1, verse 11a. He said, copy from the best practices. And so let us stop these bogus practices of saying...
What's the memory verse again?
I said 3 John chapter 1, verse 11a. Copy from the best practices. This bogus practice of always saying, but these people also did it, and so why are we not being allowed to do it? Doesn't help. Now, fast track to talk about Napo.
The president cannot not know.
He cannot not know.
Yes, because all public lands are vested in him on behalf of the people.
But sometimes you see he's an old man. He's certain.
He should resign. He should resign.
Let's go.
Well, on Napo, you see, commenting about Napo sometimes is difficult for somebody like me. Okay, I sometimes want to be very calm. I want to be very diplomatic, but the more I try, the more I'm not able to be so. I'm a very forthright person. I cannot see what is right and to pretend about it. I say it bluntly. Okay, and so sometimes I see that he does. No, that's who he is, and oftentimes it is difficult for people to draw a line between who is being brutally frank and honest and assertive from who is being arrogant. And you see, the difference between me and him is that I'm an academic, and so if you draw my attention, I would sit up. Okay, so I was expecting that, given the comments that Ghanaians had made prior to his inauguration, he would have, and then given what even the Otumfuo said moments before he spoke, he would have tempered his utterances with some caution. He didn't do that. We all saw what happened. You see, he has apologized. Unlike Martin, who doesn't want to place any premium on the apology, I think that if he's apologized, I think the fact that he's apologized and the public revulsion against whatever he did should, going forward, serve as a guide in how he speaks. Now, I want to listen to the complementarity role that he's supposed to play to help to Bawumia to break the 8. I want to listen. I want the election to be a healthy contest of ideas. So what is he bringing on board? That is what I want to interrogate. If he's apologized, as far as I'm concerned, I think let's move on. And then, unfortunate thing is that now, every now you are going to make a pronouncement, people will be all yes and be listening to you. And so what has happened should serve as a guide for him and let him go on. Let him articulate his own role that he wants to play. And if the party's strategy is to appeal or arouse their own support base and disregard floating voters and disregard what would also help in they reaching out to the others across the political divide, I mean, so be it. But I've always said that the outcome of the 2024 elections have already been decided in the hearts and in the minds of Ghanaians.
So would that objective of galvanizing the party base, would that statement have been achieved? Looking at the backlash, the content, and then also to the extent that even reference was made to President John Akufo-Addo,
the point is
within
this.
that,
The point is this. Sometimes we behave as if we don't even know our culture. Let's look at his comments on Doomsor. I don't want to talk about. As for the one he said about Kwame Nkrumah, I mean, it was a no-no. But let's even talk about his comment on Doomsor. Fellow Ghanaians, for the past 6 months or so, we have experienced challenges with our supply of power. We thank you all for bearing with us. Now you can see that there's been some improvement. Put this statement down. And then just also say, they say there is Doomsor. There's no Doomsor. It's only Doomsor here. They are lying. These two, both of them, okay, will appease or will appeal to your support base. But being who we are, as a well-cultured people, if you go the first route, the people will say, oh, our man is even calm, and they would applaud. Okay, that is who we are as a people.
So you accept the reality.
Okay, so yes, so that is who we are. So I'm saying that rather than going that tangent, given how people have reacted, I think he should tone down and then he should just articulate his issues. I mean, it was a goof, and he should accept it. He's apologized. Let us move on and let's see. Now, I'm hearing that they want a presidential debate. The last time, you see, I Google it, presidential debate. I don't know any, I'm yet to know any scholar who has researched it. I've researched it extensively and written about it extensively because I also worked with the debate organizing organization, the IE, for 14 years. And so I know the merits of a debate, but I also have researched the demerits of a debate. Okay, and now they are saying we want a debate. The last time someone called for a debate, he was told to go and debate with the poor. He should go and debate with Makola people, because they know the issues.
Yes.
But now, not the same person is also asking for. We should be careful about the kinds of things we say when we see the crowd. We should be careful about the kinds of things we say when we have power. We should be careful about the kinds of things we say when we think that it will suit us, because it comes back to haunt us. Today you're asking for debate. But the last time when we had said you should go and debate, said no, you won't debate, but the other person
debate teachers, debate all the suffering masses. There will be no debate.
Okay, so let us be careful about the kinds of things we say. But I'm saying again that the outcome of the 2024 elections, in my view, has been decided already.
And Peter McMeno is former chair of the New Patriotic Party. My colleague Kennedy Agyapong sat with him in a yet to be aired interview on hot issues. I want to take a bit on that question about Dr. Matipoko Prempe's statement and why the party also did not put out any immediate statement afterwards, and then also the eventual apology in his view, is a gaffe. Where in politics you say more of an unintentional act or remark, sort of, that caused embarrassment. And so he wants us to move on. Now take a look.
I would say that the election is about MPP and DC. So this issue about Nkrumah, for me, it must be made to rest, because we are talking about an election scheduled for December 7th between MPP, NDC, and others. So if you have been adored and you have such a huge crowd to come and watch you, I would not concentrate anything about the late Kwame Nkrumah. I would rather concentrate on my competitors.
You call it a gaffe, but there are people who think that, listen, this is only testimony to how the NPP views Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
I am saying that on political platforms, many things happen, and it has happened to many politicians. So we call it gaffe in politics. Okay? I think MPP as a party has not come out to say anything about this. Because for MPP, it's a competition between the New Patriotic Party, the NDC, and others. I don't think this would have any major effect on MPP's standing in the upcoming elections. It's an election that we are well prepared for now up to 7 December. And I keep saying that in election, if you are picking, you must pick up to the D-Day. And 1 week can even make the difference.
Ghana, Ghana, Abakosama, but Akufo-Addo call retirement. Not even the Mr. Case, who said a freestyle Ghana from 1957. Ebekane, you're president, be our Ghana, China, and Ado Akufo-Addo. Messi a freestyle 1957. Bekane, one form of Kwame Nkrumah, one form of Obia, the Wabadi Mampania, what Ghana who buy, and the Ghana call a name, China, and Ado Akufo-Addo. Make a say, you're the Jawa, near the Swamp. You're the Jano, of first why ye mania kono. It's in a Jahan, young man, see 2008 to the BCBO. Chama would be kind of make us so. The Bayafe, the Bayani Monyam, Sanana Dubako, Adako, run over. Not 7 January. What's all one in your trouble of your son?
Me bedi e makasa ache no wode metunufo
so tunfo se ne ban na na de makasa ache no wode wotunufo so
na so ma men kan cheo
na so Dr. Matthew Okuprempe tunfo se man kan cheo so
ma Dr. Bawumia nnu no ho so wo yi wo
so ma Dr. Bawumia nnu no so wo yi wo so
e ma nnu no ho so wo yi wo
so ma nnu no so wo yi wo
Okoya no koya sumpa na di na chi na di obekire won na woso oye.
Koya sumpa oblase ne di na chi na obekire eno woso oye. So
Dem no waka na dem na America.
So sa se we di ka kire o dem so waka na ase. So
pa ho brase kodi akire na ye ne kama mame.
Pa ho brase kodi akire na ye ne kama mama.
Ya sutie na di ono obekire won na ye.
So
eba ye yesen krofo bi se wani nso ade me se akolai me tete no ofie ma hunu sa ade enti na na ye kasa
so wani nso ade osa akura ma tete no ofie den kasa so
kem de ye ka no media mesa wuti sente sa e ma ne nye ho
so wani tete wo ye ka no mesa wuti wo so
na eba so anyame tumi enti ubedi akire na bibia ya bompa ye akire na de nyame ahihye ayeho amaye
so so na ko tumi be bompa ye e de akire ama na ko do shama o So.
Dr. Bawumia kacha Sammy the national nsa.
Dr. Bawumia otu boss me kancho. Wode nana no asha wonsa. So.
Baby a wonso tete no enfom so bia na beba maso nti na me amentia no wodem.
Baby a tete no enfom so bia de baby a manaso nsi. Manonte no ntia no wodem. So.
Ashanti regional chairman wosime danase papa Bawumia ayi want to me.
Ashanti regional MPP chairman want to me. Otu boss me kancho. Also what danase papa. So.
That wants to be biara wajana na chine na yana ba ko kama.
Biara wajana na chi na kama. So
jame wo say the aka de ni nyina wo nyame ho.
Yo tivo we ni ensema ye lawyer Mati Pegu editu ga ye Napo apologize beto abontin enu na lawyer Mati Pegu de ensema to ga o say he who the gods want to kill the first make mad enu na wo de ensem bebre na ra ya. Because just so and over no so we don't subscribe ya necessary over subscribe. No like it, no free watch share video ama offer so any be after. Also get me actually what you have and some way around I will comment box more. More interview in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.